Hello, 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 everybody!
Oh,
It is Saturday night,
Oh.
aka Sunday morning, depending on where you are, and it's time for a stream. If you don't know us, we are. X just walked away. Wait a second. We are the Intoxicated Readers. Let's go
My
around and
bad.
introduce.
We're supposed to. Oh,
What's that?
I thought we
Oh,
were
yeah.
introducing, and then
I,
it's okay. Hello, I'm Kai Tam.
I'm Sophie.
I'm Nick,
I'm Xavier.
and now is where we usually say it. I don't know
We're
why
the
I flipped the script today.
Reader.
It's fine.
Feeling
It's
kind
fine,
of
I like it.
feeling kind of quirky.
No, not quirky.
Thank you, James Michael Hayward, for subscribing with Prime. That's 2 months. Let's go.
Oh, let's go, James.
Yeah.
No.
We've got a fun short stream planned for you tonight. As you can see, most of us aren't here. Life has a way of getting in people's way. So we're gonna keep it short and cute and Sophie's favorite word, quirky. The prompt this week was to write a small town, and each of us took that idea, those four words, and let that inspire something that we wrote, or inspire us in finding something that we wrote previously. And we're going to be presenting those to you with dramatic readings today. We are the Intoxicated Readers, therefore we have drinking rules, because if you care to, we invite you to be intoxicated. It's a wonderful habit that you definitely should talk to your therapist about. We have 3 drinking rules. As usual, the first rule is anytime we mess up the script or break character, take a drink. The second rule is anytime the Lord of Drinks takes a drink, take a drink with them. Today, the Lord of Drinks is Xavier with his Ralph's brand Jello shots.
Ooh,
Oh my god, amazing.
there's so
I was
many.
wondering what that was.
Just a jar of Jello shots.
Yep.
That's so good. The third drinking rule, which is unique to this week's prompt, is... Who would like to explain it?
Whenever the town name comes up, take a drink.
Perfect. Hey, John Snowy in the
Or
chat.
in-
How's it going?
In case of my piece, just drink at your leisure.
Hell yeah. Without further ado, let's get a doing. Starting with Xavier Pace.
Okay. This is cosmically small town. Okay, by me. Okay. Newscaster Mary is going to be Sophie. I'm going to be playing the boss. Thug / I'm not going to give that away. It's Kai. Thug number 2 is Nick. Mo is Sophie. I am Ark. And then Maury is Nick. And I shall do the narrations. Okay. Interior, dark room, day. In this dark room, there are people shoving something into a black duffel bag. The TV blast the hometown sweetheart, Mary, as she is a new newscaster who luckily found a big scoop.
This just in. The government has blocked off the Aurora Caves. A shame, I know, but there's a good reason. They say, and I quote, "Due to the solar eclipse, reality's folded in on itself. The cave began to ooze this cosmic sludge. But before the government could get there, these hooligans made it into drugs. So if you see this kind of purple powder, don't take it. It can give you powers. Temporarily. I say temporarily because people who take it die 24 hours after. I beg you, do not take this cosmic crystal. Protect our magical city, Mordia."
Cosmic Crystal. I like that name.
She basically did our job for us.
Yeah.
Cut to exterior, sidewalk. Oh, go ahead. Nope.
Yeah, let's back this up and head out.
Exterior, sidewalk, day. Just outside the old apartment complex, the lower side of the city. Two people cautiously leaving the old building. Coming down the sidewalk on roadways, a light courier with a black duffel bag.
Stop swinging the bag like that. We don't know if these are explosive.
Yeah, right. Look.
They throw the bag and catch it. At the same time, they are standing in the middle of the sidewalk. The courier doesn't see it in time, and they collide. Duffel bags go flying. The courier takes off her helmet. Mosley, or Mo for short, is 22 and working her way out of this small town. But something bigger is about to happen. Something she could never imagine.
Dude, what the fuck? Standing in the way like that?
Bitch, what? Are you blind?
Who you calling a bitch with your stupid ass?
Do you know who I am? I'll burn you alive.
Unbeknownst to Mo, their hand starts to glow.
Whoa, okay, everyone calm down. You especially.
Looks at his partner. Mo picks up her duffel bag.
Tell your dumbass friend to get the fuck out of the way next time.
Shut up. You're all talk. I dare you to swing.
Hey, shut up.
Mo begins to skate away on the down the block, flipping them off as she hurries with her delivery.
I fucking hate this town.
Get in the car.
Cut to interior mining station. Day. The two travel down the mines, drop off the cosmic crystal.
Hey, boss. We got the goods.
A man speaks from the shadows. Toss it on the table. E.T., any problems?
No. Smooth sailing.
There was this bitch who...
Shut up, Crash.
They stand there in silence, while the boss looks over the goods in the shadows. He throws the bag back at him. Pink crystals fall out. This is pink Himalayan salt! What the fuck is this?
There was the bitch.
Stop calling her that. We can fix this, don't worry.
You better. Or it won't be cosmic crystals I'm consuming, but your souls.
Where can we find her?
Don't worry, I know where she works.
E.T. holds the duffel bag up and a picture of a hotel is on it. Cut to interior. Mordia Hills Hotel. Day. The high-end establishment is home of many prospering people of the town.
Welcome to life of the rich and pampered.
She gags at the thought. She skates through the lobby as members of the staff try to stop her.
Sorry, on a delivery.
She reaches the elevator and presses the top floor button. Many employees rush to her as she presses the close button, waving goodbye to all of them. The elevator opens to a penthouse. Yelling is heard by the pool. She rushes through the house to the hot tub to see two other people.
Here, Ark. I brought the salt.
The yelling stopped. Dude, I am so sorry I had to call you for this. Mori couldn't stop him from freaking out.
What's it like? He took something and called for Mo to be here. It seemed to calm down the old man.
The man gets up and takes a duffel bag off Mo's shoulders. Told, at least put some clothes on. You look like a ball sack. All of you, come sit down. Hell no. Get your robe on. The man gets his robe on and they all sit, wondering why he is so calm. Why? They sit there in silence. Okay. What you have in the bag is not salt, but cosmic crystal.
No way.
Check the bag. Mori opens the bag and sees shiny purple powder. I got some from a dealer. I saw the future. You got powers? Yes. And they didn't connect with me. But I knew if I called you here, you will bump into those two and get the crystal.
What does this mean?
Mori has to use the crystals. Mo, you need to take this necklace. It will help you once you need it. What about me? You had powers since you were 5. Ever since Camp Luca. A month ago, you stopped taking your medicine. So they should be activating today. Wait, Camp Luca? That girl. Rosalie. No time to reminisce. I need more to accept her powers now.
Toll, I love you, but what are you talking about?
I don't have time. You will see. Toll stands up with his cane laid to the side of the couch. He pulls out a katana blade from the cane. Mo attacks Toll. He instantly dodges her and kicks her into the wall. Ark rushes over, and Toll comes down to cut Mori. Ark stops the blade with his hands. I can't believe that worked.
Ark, look out!
Toll kicks Ark in the ribs, knocking the wind out of him. Toll walks over to Mori. She picks up the cane.
Toll, I don't want to hurt you.
I've seen all your moves. I have taught them to you. They both move quickly. Toll and Mori trade blows. I trained you for this very day. Before I die, I want you to know you have grown. I would not have beat you without my powers. You have grown accustomed to precognitive thinking and instinctive movement. It is due to you having to fight against my powers for 22 years. I am sorry. Toll pierces Mori's sternum. She falls on her back, and Toll removes the blade quickly. Mori slowly bleeds out. People remember the exact details when they are dying, or about to die. So, what I am about to tell you is important. This town is an experiment to see how the cosmic convergence on this spot affects people. It has been around since the 70s, each decade getting stronger. In a month, this place will be a cataclysm.
You're crazy.
Toll walks to the bag and grabs a handful of cosmic crystal. He carefully drops it into Mori's wound. She passes out. He picks her up and drops her down a large laundry chute. He cleans his sword and sheathes it. He drops it down the chute. He picks up Mo next, drops her with a bow staff. He pauses and looks at Ark. You will put them in danger with your awakening. For after all, you are Rosalie. No time. He drops Ark into the chute. Attached to him are daggers. Toll goes to sit down. Cut to interior, Mordia Hills, day. E.T. and Crash barge into Toll's room as he sits there in his robe.
Toll.
E.T. And you brought that one.
I'm Crash.
I know who you are.
Where is she?
Doesn't matter. What you need is right here. E.T. motions Crash to look at the bag. Sorry, I helped myself to a little. Call it finder's fee. E.T. surveys the room and sees blood and signs of a struggle.
So, there was 3 of them. What did you tell them?
Them? Oh, the people you grew up with. The people you grew up with. You grew up here, and you're just giving it away.
I am no one's experiment.
So this is revenge for what happened to you and your mother?
Exactly.
As a Rosalie, you can choose your own fate. You are of 2 realms.
Shut up, you can't fix me.
I wasn't trying to. I was buying time.
Oh, don't worry. We'll find them.
Toll begins to laugh hysterically. Find them? You won't leave here alive. Even if you do, it would take too long to heal you.
What are you...
A flash of light comes from the bag. The bag explodes. The top floor of the hotel is encompassed by black and green flames, making an aurora in the noon sky. A laundry truck pulls off in the distance. In one of the laundry bins, a shimmer of light. The voice of Toll is heard. Rosalie, the beauty of a child from God, shall reign or become a cataclysm. That's where it ended.
Heck yeah. That was cool.
Holy shit.
That's all I had.
What do you mean?
But, yeah. Well, thank you for the read. I forgot I had extra character in there, but
It happens.
It'd be like
It was
that
great.
sometimes.
call myself a ball sack. Never had it before, but hey.
Love it.
I like all of your pieces, but the world building in this one is very intriguing. There's too much exposition in these first 10 pages, though.
Yeah.
I love it though. Like I want to see like more. I want to see it fleshed out more. And I know you said like you had 30 pages of this in mind, and you cut it yourself off at 10. But I mean, if it's something that you're interested in, I think it really deserves some extra time.
Yeah, I was thinking I might bring it back. I just
You
like
should, because it's a really cool idea. I mean,
I was just like, I don't know, because I had this idea of like, I want to make a small town, but like like something happens just like out of nowhere, and I was like, I guess I can make cosmic sludge. That's never been a thing. And then I was like, okay, what else can happen in a small town where it can still be small town? I was like, in small towns, drug deals happen all the time. So I was like, they made the cosmic sludge into basically crack, and then it just gives people powers. So I was just like, came to mind. So yeah.
I feel like that would actually happen if something like that were to be found. People would just be like, yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna snort this.
I mean, I got it from like Netflix's Power, and I just made it into like something different, more cosmic. Because I had a lot of things in my head. I was just like, I can't, because it would be long. But,
Did you say, wait, you said Netflix's Project Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting the vibe. I was like, hey.
I have
That's
not
cool.
heard of that.
Haven't either.
Oh my god, watch it. It's
Project Power.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I was like, but then I wanted to give it. So yeah, it's just a lot of exposition, and I was like, it's just a setup for these characters. And so I was like, I just need to end it because I don't want to write that much today.
That's fair enough.
But yeah, and then like Rosalie is actually, I looked up the name, and that's what it means, the beauty of a child from God. So I was like,
Ooh.
I can use that,
That's cool.
and that's why they're called Rosalies. But yeah, they are not of this world
Nice.
anymore. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Space in the chat. You are a wonderful human. Hey, KK Coates in the chat. That's okay. Joining halfway through is better than not joining at all. And James says, Xavier, that it is a mix between Project Runway and a gladiatorial combat.
Okay.
Is that the right gladiatorial, right? Is that what you're going for?
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
Like
Gladiatorial?
Gladiator.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out in the chat. It's a pleasure to have you guys. And Xavier, that was a wonderful piece.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to have to check out this Netflix. What's it called? Of
Project Power.
Project Power. Gotcha.
Has
Joseph
starring Jamie
Gordon-Levitt's
Foxx.
in it.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Okay. Cool. All right, we're going to hop on along to our next piece of the night by Kai Tam.
Oh god. Okay. This is just this is an excerpt. I can't remember. It sounds like I'm saying this wrong. An excerpt
No,
from
you're
a
saying it
story
right.
Okay, good. Because I'm like excerpt. Anyways, from a book I started a while back and never finished. This is chapter 1, and I'll be reading it novel style, so bear with me. Okay. Here we go. This is called We Leave Life. Okay. Took my hand and squeezed it and smiled at me, and through the moonlight looked such an eerie sight, but I held on. His palm was warm, and I could tell he didn't let go. So neither did I. I've never held a guy's hand before, I whispered. He laughed and said, I've never held a girl's hand before. I colored, but I said nothing. And then he squeezed my hand again. What, got nothing to say? I shook my head. Come on, Win. Really? I could feel that hollow feeling in my chest sink down to my stomach, like an anchor dragging my heart to the floor. Heavy, depressing, wrong. No, I murmured, twisting my ankles together. For a moment he said nothing, and then I felt him shift in his seat. He let go of my hand and sighed. I don't know what to tell you. He stared at me from underneath those curly bangs, his grin beautiful but sad at the same time. I only like guys. I felt the blush paint my cheeks. I tried to muster up the courage to speak, but I couldn't. My tongue felt like lead. My stomach was churning, but he saw it all in my eyes. He knew what I wanted to say despite me not being able to say it. Yeah, he whispered, glancing down at my hand, but I want you to say it. Didn't he know I couldn't? Of course he did. He always knew. He just wanted to push me out of my comfort zone, like he always did. Win. I glanced at him, my teeth clenched together. Held hand. He raised an eyebrow, my voice too low for him to catch. What's that? I took a deep breath. You still never. And then my voice dropped again. Win. He touched my cheek, pressed his thumb against the spot below my eye. I felt the warmth radiating from his palm. He always made me feel so nervous yet so comfortable at the same time. I stared at him and whispered, "You've still never held a girl's hand." He held my gaze. "Why is that?" "Because," I said, "I'm a boy." His smile spread at that, until his entire face was enveloped by a grin. "Yeah," he said, nodding. "You are." I feel my face heating up like a furnace. Yet despite the heat, I felt the hollowness in my stomach lift until I felt lighter, unburdened, free. I pushed myself onto my feet and walked towards the edge of the roof. It was dark and the tiles made it difficult to navigate, but I stopped short of the edge and turned back to him. He was staring up at the sky, his expression shadowed. "I'm taking a new name for myself." He met my gaze. "Oh yeah?" I nodded. I thought about it for a while. "What is it?" He shot me a grin. "Is it Koba Jr.?" I blanched. "No, just because we're siblings doesn't mean I want to be him." He laughed. "I don't know. Win's kind of nice." "Win's not the person I want to be," I whispered, staring down at my feet. "It's not me. It's her." For a moment, he said nothing. I glanced at him, then turned my gaze upwards, or skywards. There were so many stars. I recognized a few constellations. Papa used to point them out when Koba, Tyler, Mira, and I were younger, saying that the stars watched over us on even the darkest of nights. "Do you see it?" I asked. "Lyra? That lopsided square with a tail?" He followed my gaze and broke into a smile. "All I see is a cluster of bright dots." I squatted down in front of him and pointed. He cocked his head to get a better view. "Oh yeah," he murmured. "I think I do now. It's my favorite." Lyra is Latin for lyre, a kind of harp. Orpheus used it to control those around him. They said that his music was so enchanting, it could change your mood just by listening to it. I glanced down at his face and found him smiling at me. "What?" He shrugged. "So is that the name of your choice? Orpheus?" I chuckled. "No, that's too weird for me." "Hi, class. My name is Orpheus." "Good afternoon, Mrs. Rodriguez. My name is Orpheus now. You may lay down at my feet and bow," he joked. I hit him on the arm. "Quit it!" But I was laughing. He kicked me on the knee. "Make me." And then I was on top of him, wrestling him against the tiles. The edge of one dug into his side, making him yelp out in pain. I pulled away and made a smug face, to which he rolled his eyes to right before shoving me away. "We get that you have godlike strength, Orpheus. Jeez." I slapped him again, this time on the calf. "Stop it." Also, Orpheus wasn't a god. He was a musician. He leaned back to get a better view of the sky. "Imagine the kind of music you'd have to make to get your own set of stars." I watched him watch the stars. I didn't know what was more beautiful. There was something so serene about his expression. "It's Marcus," I whispered. "I want to have the name Marcus." He didn't look at me until I broke the silence with a cough. When he glanced down, his expression was unreadable. "Are you sure?" he asked. I crawled up next to him. "Why not?" "I don't know, just doesn't seem like you." "What do you think I look like?" He thought about it for a moment before smiling and saying, "Maybe a Wyatt." I made a face. "Wyatt?" "Yeah, it means fighter, a brave fighter." I immediately shook my head. "I'm definitely not that." "You think so?" "I think it fits you perfectly." He always saw me as something I wasn't. Sometimes I wanted so badly to be that person. It gave me so much hope to feel like maybe I could be more than what I actually was. It doesn't. He took my hand and slipped his fingers through mine. "Nah, you're right. You're not really a Wyatt. You're more of a Solomon." I snorted. "You have weird names." He shot me a grin. "You're definitely a Solomon." "Solomon sounds like a giant hairy guy who fishes every day and lives alone." He erupted into laughter. "I didn't know where you got that reference from." He shook his head and pointed at the sky, directly at Lyra. He didn't say anything, but when he dropped his hand, he whispered, "I think Solomon is perfect for you." I didn't understand it, and I didn't understand him, but understood me, probably more than I understood myself. When he looked back down at me, I saw so much in his dark brown eyes. I didn't know how to respond. All I knew was that I cherished every second with him, with this scrawny boy with messy hair and a smile that could light up the night sky. He made me feel nervous and afraid and safe and alive, and I didn't know why, but I loved him for it. Solomon, I whispered, swallowing my fear. I like it, even though I never told him. He flashed me a smile. Yeah? Better than Marcus? I felt it in my heart, in every part of my body. Yes. Well, he pressed our tangled hands against his cheek and closed his eyes. It's nice to meet you, Solomon. It's nice to meet you too, Anthony. And that's it. That was a lot of reading, guys. Thank you for
Wasn't
bearing
enough.
with me.
It was nice. I liked it.
It's beautiful.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you.
Then again, why is that other guy naming him for him? What the fuck?
Question.
It's,
I think Marcus is a good
I mean,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think so too.
Damn, that was really beautiful, Kai. When did you write this?
Thank you. I gotta check. It was a while ago. It was before even AMDA. I was still in high school.
Ooh.
I had the whole freaking story set up. Like I had the plot and everything. I just never got past the second chapter. Chapter?
Chapter.
Yes. Never got past the second chapter. I wrote it in. I don't think that's right. It's 2018, but I know it was for that because I was in AMDA in 2018. But yeah, it was a while ago.
Very nice.
I think a big part of writing is like starting things and then never following through with them completely and then like stumbling across them later and then finding new inspiration within them.
Yeah, definitely.
I used to do that a lot.
I think it's an amazing way to introduce the reader to the relationship that these two have, especially so early in the novel. I assume from the top of it saying chapter 1.
Yes.
It's it feels like their friendship is like long lived and effortless at this point.
Friendship?
Their relationship
Connection.
Well, at this moment, they seem like friends. So
I didn't want to assume anything because it felt like there were some like undertones that I didn't understand.
Undertow. Okay.
Of course, there were some overtones too.
Oh gosh.
Nick, I'm with you. I would have to read other chapters to actually be like, to ship it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, I'm already on the ship.
Chapter 1, I like it.
I'm already on it.
Drew you in. Hey, I need to see more though. Like this is good.
Hoisting the sails.
I need to read more books. I'm stuck on manga, so once this comes out, let me know.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Intoxicated
more.
Publications. Let's get it going. Very nice.
Please.
I have many manga ideas, so we could do that and write books, light novels.
Oh yeah.
We can hit the whole Japanese market. I'm telling you.
Bro, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want the whole Japanese market.
No, I'm just saying the light novel portion to get to manga. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know about the whole,
That's how
And
we
make
can break
community.
into it. I'd love some overseas marketing for the Intoxicated readers. I think that'd be wonderful. That's how we expand.
I was actually just talking to like my high school friends earlier today. Like, they're mostly in the UK, and they're like, let us watch your show, and I was like, no.
What?
Sophie, we need the views.
Sophie said,
We do good work on here. People should see it.
Right.
No.
Are you ashamed of us?
Wow.
No, I just don't like thinking about the fact that anyone's actually watching us. Otherwise, I get extremely anxious.
Well, you just have to think about we're performing every day. Every time we come up here. Performance.
Interesting for an
I
actor.
don't think of it that way.
Oh.
What?
Is it interesting for an actor to say that?
Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. Anyway.
I'm upset. She lost us some views. That could have been 5 cents extra to the bank account.
Yo.
5 cents. Oh my god. I might change my mind. Who knows?
You still got time.
We've just been doing this for like over a year now. It's
Right.
It's not like a huge part of my life or anything.
yeah.
No.
Okay, wait. Quick question. Quick question though. So what about once the YouTube and stuff starts coming together? You're not gonna let them watch that?
So me.
Oh, you
That
actually
needs to be a
consider
definite
it.
yes.
I can't give that to you at this point in time. I'm sorry.
You've been putting in good work. We are doing good work. People should see it.
See, I don't. My good work is not motivated by the incentive of having other people observe it and applaud it. I just do it because it's rewarding in and of its own merit.
Right, that. But like, you
Sure.
can still show it
Sure.
off.
True.
I mean, half the stuff I write, I keep to myself. But I'm just like, I'll throw it up here, and people like it, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you did good." I'm like, it's all right, but you know.
James just asked, "Did you let them watch our sketches?"
What sketches? You and James had sketches?
Oh, the sketches you guys did, bro. Oh my god.
This is unbelievable. You think you know somebody in your own production company.
Wow.
James, we would love to see your sketches.
We would.
Drop the links in the Discord. We'll advertise them as the
I
Intoxicated
think I've
Readers.
seen them. I feel like I've seen them.
We have 2 together. They're on his YouTube. They weren't
I
mine
saw
to like
one.
publish. What?
Hazol NC on
I saw
YouTube.
one.
HAZOLNC on YouTube. Everybody that's in the chat, check him out. James is a wonderful man. You've seen him featured on this show plenty of times. He's our favorite
was
person.
Hazo
There's-
Inc.
Hazo Inc. That is Hazo Inc. on YouTube. That's HAZOINC. Hazo Inc.
I was like, what did they just say? What came out of their mouth?
Fire me as a speaker, please. Anyway, Kai, that was a wonderful piece. Thank you for reading that for us.
That was beautiful. We need more.
Guys. Maybe.
We're gonna
I do
scale up
wanna
stuff.
I do wanna say though, it gets really, really depressing.
Yeah,
it's a
I
really
kind
bad
of gathered
story.
that from the title.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Anyways, moving on.
Hey, just because it's depressive doesn't mean it's still a great story.
It's
like,
I mean,
still a great story.
yeah, it's uplifting eventually, but it goes through some trials.
Oh, that's life. That's life.
Exactly.
As funny
I'm
as it may
emotionally
seem,
prepare myself. What?
that's life.
Yeah.
We're on to our final piece of the night, y'all. And it is my piece. This piece is titled Hearth Glen, and the cast is as follows. I will be doing the narration. Jorge will be played by Xavier. Karen will be played by Kai. Tracy will be played by Sophie. Goof and Poof will be played by Xavier. Is everybody ready?
Okay, wait.
Year.
For the formatting, are the lines that start like at the beginning of, or like right at the margins, are those part of what we should say, or?
So, sorry, I formatted this in a weird way and didn't tell you guys.
Quotations, right? Quotations?
Yeah, the quotations. Okay. Follow the quotations. After your bold name, they're tabbed in, and then your line is in quotations. Okay?
Okay, and so then the other stuff you read.
Yes, I'll read everything else.
Cool.
That's cool.
Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Hearthglen is a quaint little town for quaint little people. From Randy in the bank to Mariah in the steeple. There's Griff the butcher and his merry wife, too. And his wife, Mary, too. Don't forget Darius. And his daughter, Ellie. She's only 2. Louis the baker loves making delicious treats for all the young school children to eat. But Jorge the school teacher doesn't like Louis, though. The school children cover his classroom with dough. Jorge would complain.
Don't bring pastries to my school. Powdered sugars gets everywhere and our class hamsters drools.
But the kids all laugh and do it anyway, despite all the many complaints from the PTA. Karen Stophalopoulos always gets a bad rap. Though she is a Karen, she never gives workers crap.
I'm a manager at the local CD store. I worked my way up. I've been a cashier before.
Karen is seeing Tracy, who works across the mall, in the Hearthglen gift shop, selling trinkets for all.
How did I get here? I don't work in a shop. My name isn't Tracy. Make this nightmare stop.
Haha, Tracy, that is a funny joke. Why don't you go for a break and have a smoke?
Do not trust the voice. It keeps the truth hidden. I don't even want to rhyme. It's the stupid town Hearthglen.
Karen, my dear, please go help Tracy. I fear the summer heat has made her head hazy.
Tracy, honey, let's get you on home.
This isn't a town, it's a catacomb.
There's Yuri, the bus driver, and Todd fixes roofs. We can't forget Janice and her puppies, Goof and Poof.
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof.
Somebody save me! Get me out of here, please!
And sometimes Tracy screams in the streets.
Stop narrating this! I'm not an allegory! I'm a real person! I exist outside of this story!
You're only as real as you believe you are. At the end of the page, you'll be naught but a scar. A temporary impulse in the neurons of our brains. After 30 or so minutes, we will fail to retain. So enjoy this story, and Hearthglen too. Tracy, when the script ends, so will you.
Oh no, whoever's there, listen to my plea. Whatever you do, you cannot forget me. If all I am are words on a script, frames on a screen, memories in your head, let them be eternal. Don't let my existence slip.
Oh, Tracy, that's enough from you now. We still have Lorraine the painter to talk about. We can't forget her husband who operates the ferry. We all crossed the Hearthglen River under his safe carry.
Help.
Tucker and Bridget, and Naomi too. They work together fixing Hearthglen's shoes.
I'm more than words.
And that brings us to the edge of our town. Wait, we can't forget good old Sheriff Brown.
You have to let me exist.
We know police aren't often the most liked, but here in Hearthglen, they are all right.
Don't let me disappear.
And that's all there is to our wonderful little Glen. If you like what you see, well, you're invited in.
The end is coming.
We have tours and hotels and the best home-cooked food. So many things for your family to see and do.
Please.
So come on down to our wonderful Hearthglen. After you do, you'll want to come back time and time again. And time and time again. And time and time again. And time again.
I hated that. Oh my god.
Nice. I like that. I like that.
Existential crisis.
It
What
just
the
reminded
heck?
me of like, I don't know. My mind's just like, It's like Toy Story. It's just like, but I was thinking about like a video game, because once you're done with the video game, those characters don't exist to you anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you.
And then
guys
something new happens, and then you forget. You'd be like, oh, did that game exist? Oh, so it's just like that.
Jesus Christ,
insane,
Nick.
That was really cool, though.
What the fuck?
We should film it.
No, absolutely.
We
Yeah,
could.
Make it part of our anthology piece. This was a good one in there.
Be really cool. And freaky, like some dark Dr. Seuss shit. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a
Have
fun.
someone kind of dressed up as Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Just walking around, just like a little nod to Dr. Not really nod, but
And a cameo.
that'd be hilarious.
That was really cool, Nick. Holy shit.
James, the lady's name was Tracy. And James
Poor
just said,
Tracy.
most people we've met no longer remember us, so we no longer exist to them.
Yeah, if you think about once we get old and we die, then like you have ancestors or people after that, they'll forget you.
I don't like
So,
this.
Just gotta live in
Fucking
the moment.
Coco.
Gotta live in the moment, because you will be forgotten eventually.
I haven't seen Coco yet, but everybody says it's fantastic.
You haven't
dare
seen
you.
Coco? Oh my god. Okay, you
But
gotta be
also-
prepared
What the
to die.
hell, Nick?
James, the internet exists now, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
So you can do some stupid shit on the internet and be remembered forever as a meme. So
True. Gotta get meme status.
get memes.
That was super dark, Nick. What inspired that?
I don't know. I didn't mean for it to get dark. I started writing it as just like a cute Dr. Seuss like esque thing. And then as I was writing, like Tracy's voice came through and was like, I'm not real and this is fake. Or rather that this is fake and I'm more real than the rest of it. And I kind of just followed that.
Nice.
That's cool.
I like it's like an impulse character, and you're like, let's follow this story. I like that.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of WandaVision.
Mm,
Ah,
definitely had that vibe.
Heck yeah.
Because that's also like a commentary on the small town film concept.
Mhm. A little suburban. Yeah.
Mm,
Nuclear family.
yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to explore in like a more in-depth piece the concept of like how valuable a memory actually is, and like what it means to exist in someone's mind versus on a page versus like physically in front of someone.
Read my mind. I was like, well, you could go in someone's brain, and then someone's memory could be the opposite of what they think of themselves.
Mhm.
And be like, what is this? Because we all see things differently than other people. So yeah.
I didn't ask for this psychological thing at 9 in the morning on
Yeah.
a Sunday, guys.
I'm sorry, guys.
Holy shit.
It's supposed to be a day of rest.
Rest of the day, I'm gonna be like, am I in a storybook?
No. I'll tell you right now, Kai, you're not. None of us are. We're real.
Or we could be in someone's memory.
I don't like this.
I never
Anyways.
thought about that. We could be someone's memory. Just synapses firing off in the ether.
God.
Okay, I think we should move on for the sake of all of our mental.
Well, that's the last script, folks.
Yeah, that is.
We made it.
Uh,
Small town world.
James said
Wow.
Central Arizona would be a perfect place to shoot this.
Living in a lonely world.
December.
He also said, here's a free idea. All the characters from canceled TV shows go to the same place.
Oh,
That sounds
my
fun.
God. That's hilarious.
That's like side by side with the Wreck-It Ralph concept of like all the video game characters
Oh, go to that.
after dark.
So true.
That
I
sounds
fucking
like
love that movie.
so much fun though.
Actually, that'd be a cool script, because like if you're thinking of all cancel shows, there's like some real like there's like some real like crazy explicit shows like we don't do that here.
Mhm.
Do that.
Wherever this place is has like an underground that all the explicit shows.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god.
Cool.
I dig it.
Well, yeah, y'all. Thank you, James, KK Coates, Sophie in the chat. I didn't even see. Space.
I just
John
said no.
Sylvia. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be around. Let's extroduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Kai Tam, and I have been questioning my existence in the world.
Hi. Oh, let's go ahead, Sophie. Sorry.
Wait, I don't know what the order is. I feel like never mind.
That
Okay.
doesn't need to be in order.
Hi, I'm Sophie, and I've been cussing people out, then rolling away while flipping them off.
Hey, I'm Nick, and I've been putting cosmic sludge crack into my open wound.
I'm Xavier Pace, and I called myself a ball sack.
And together we have been the
Intoxicated Readers.
Everybody in the chat, you can check us out down below. There are links to our social medias, including YouTube, where we put recordings of all of these streams, and pretty soon we're going to be having some actual produced short films coming out. You can check our Discord to join us, play video games with us, suggest ideas to us, or just chat with us outside of the stream world. You can also check our Instagram and Twitter for fun updates, posts about us and what we're doing. And Reddit, we finally have a subreddit. Thank you, James. Wow.
What?
He put that in the chat as I said it. That's what I'm talking about. r/Intoxicated Readers. I don't know if there's anything on there yet, but I don't know. We should get some memes or some conversations going about what it means to exist.
I mean, that would get us some traction.
Yeah.
Some karma.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, whose prompt was this?
Oh, I think mine.
Hell yeah. Cool. This was a
yeah.
cool prompt. I wish we could have had more people here, but
Yeah,
that's life.
it happened.
Hell yeah. And next week's prompt is, drum roll please. Write an episode of reality TV.
No,
Bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
TV.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna finesse that one into a fantasy. I'm gonna figure it out.
You can do it.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it.
Just
It's
like,
gonna be so much fun.
like fantasy world Big Brother. That's great. That's a great concept right there.
It might be like Fantasy World Too Hot to Handle.
Ooh.
I've been watching a lot of Too Hot to Handle.
Oh,
Oh my god, for all. I watched the first season.
Yeah. No, because I like the show, right? And so I'm watching it with Ashley. So we watched the Brazil version. They are crazy on there. They are crazy.
There's a
on
Brazil
there.
version?
Yes.
Jeez.
And I know Netflix has its problems, but they did something right with Too Hot to Handle. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Too Hot to Handle, endorsed by the Intoxicated Readers. Go check it out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh man.
Cool. That's our prompt next week. Make sure to tune in at Saturday, 6 p.m. PST or 9 a.m. Sunday
GMT.
GMT. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful rest of your weekend, everybody. See you later.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good Saturday night.